morning. A couple of minutes early, so I'll just chat for a moment while we wait for others to join us live on Facebook, for those that are watching on YouTube, because I'm recording down there on YouTube. VE Day is on the 8th, I believe. The following Monday is Bank Holiday Monday. Hi Jerry. So what I'm intending to do today is a painting of poppies, and then if I've got time I'm hoping to finish that one with some cascading poppies. Now VE Day, for those of you who don't know, is Victory in Europe. Hi Alicia. So that's going to go in my window. That one's for me, although if you wanted one, everything's for sale, as they say. Okay, so
it's 10:59.
We'll make a start with my watch saying it's 10:59. Okay, so you see we started with a black canvas. I've covered it with a little bit of liquid clear, except for where I roughly want my poppies. The reason for that is that my poppies need to be done on a dry canvas, because I need to put a very thin dark coat underneath, but you'll see that as I go through. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to be using this 3/4 inch flat, and I'm going to dunk it in a little bit of the flower oil, a little bit of linseed oil. I'm going to grab a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow, and just so that this is in between my poppies, I'm just going to add a little bit of colour. Just not a lot, but I do need to add a little bit of colour so that, you know, what doesn't get, there we go, what doesn't get covered in red will look like a little bit of poppy. I'm also going to do one of my wiggle leaves coming out the top there. Just a hint of one. I don't want anything horrendous. And that can come up there, so that's one at the back of the poppies. I'll maybe do a couple down at the bottom. Now I'm doing these first. I'm only mixing a little bit of yellow and green. I'm doing these first. Oh, we've got quite a few. Hi Alicia. Morning Arnie. Yeah. Yeah, my muscles are all right there, Pete. They're all right. I was doing a lot of moving soil, and Pete said, "How's my muscles?" And so they call me Arnie, because it was quite a lot. Right, I'm going to do another suggestion of a leaf down here. Down there, and that can come down like that. And then I think I'll do, okay, so because I'm going to have one up there, so we'll have a stem coming up, and one there, and one down there. Okay, I'm just doing them as hints at the moment, not sure entirely. If you see me looking over there, it's because I'm looking at a painting I did previously. Okay, so again, a wiggle leaf. We'll do a wiggle leaf here. This one's quite a bit brighter because it's in the sunlight a little bit. It's got out from underneath the flowers. No, wrong way. It's down there. There we go. Okay, a little bit of a leaf. Right, I'm going to leave the greenery now. I'm going to move on. My floor's dry. Remember last week I'd spilt the linseed oil all over the floor, so I had all my towels down on the floor, but today I've only got the one I stand on, because I invariably drop stuff down. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the Lisbon Crimson. Now I didn't go through the colours with you. I have got sap green cadmium yellow. I've got some jet black, or ivory black, I think it is, a Winsor & Newton, alizarin crimson, a bright red and a vermilion. No, that's a scarlet red, because my vermilion gone solid, can't use it. Okay, so a little bit of oil, because I do want this really thin. Okay, and all I'm going to do is add some base colour, because I want a shape of a poppy. And these are going to be fair sized poppies. I'm not going to be shy about it. We're going to do quite a large poppy. Do one there. Still mixing in the oils. Be another one over here. I'm very loose with colours. I'm not making sure that it's all absolutely perfect. You don't want perfectly round poppies unless you're doing something stylised like that one, which I'm not doing. I'm doing proper poppies, wild poppies that are just growing whichever way makes them happy. Because I think on the old Flanders field, that's what you'd have. You wouldn't have little poppies all sitting perfect, all at the same state of growth, all over the... just wouldn't happen. Okay, now I'm going straight in, first off, to the red. And this is my cad red, my cadmium red. Okay, now forgive me if I'm a little bit slow on this. I haven't done flowers for a long time. Hi Joe, you all right? Okay, so down, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's my first poppy petal. Now I don't know if you can see that, but we will be making them brighter later. And here's my second poppy petal. And poppy petal coming from the bottom. Okay, 3. Now I don't know how many petals poppies actually have, 4 or 5, I'm not sure, but these are my poppies. You can put on them however many you want, because you can always say, well, they're just representative, they're not perfect. Okay, this one I'm going to bring in from here, and I'm going to change. Okay, I'm going to bring that one over the greenery first, and then I'm going to bring one in like that. Okay, and then we'll bring this one over to meet it. Okay, so there's my poppy. Go back over where you think the light will be hitting. And I think there'll be a little bit of light there. I think this one come down like that, and this one like that. Okay, so that's poppy number 1. And over here we'll have another one. Okay, basically it's 3 strokes. It's 1 straight and then 1 the other way to make a roundish petal. Now I'm going to bring that one out a little bit, and I want that one in the front of that one, because excuse me, we are now going to have one that comes here like that, and I think this one's going to be fairly straight on. Okay, so now do you see why I did the green first? Okay. Now don't forget this is 2 flowers. So we'll have one there, and then we'll have one. Now all I'm doing is starting here, bringing this in, rolling my brush and filing off. So that's my second poppy. This poppy, I think this one needs to be a little bit more there-ish. It's quite a big poppy. And always make sure that your leaves come down to the bottom. Okay, so in that case then I'm going to make this leaf. This looks quite a big poppy, this one. There we go. And we'll gently brush that in. There we are. That's a bigger poppy. Better shape. Okay, this one down here, I think I'm going to do here. The middle one first. Over to the side. Now it's going to go behind that one. Okay. So here. Now I'm going to take it to there and then I'll come back and pull that one over it. Again, always going to the middle. Always going to the middle. I think I'll just have a little one in there. Okay, so that's my poppies. So I will get rid of the red. Okay, then I'm going to take into my scruffy brush. There we go. But this time I'm going to do the big scruffy brush. So the scruffy brush is a Donna Dewberry brush, and it's very a very, very stiff brush. So you can buy these. This is the scruffy 3/4 inch, but you can buy them, or you can actually just make one by cutting down, say like a brush like, excuse me, hi, I'm back, a brush like that. If you cut it down to about here, you would essentially have a scruffy brush. Okay, going in the black, straight in the black, and I'm tapping because I need to make the centre of the poppy. Now don't worry if you go over some of the red accidentally as I've done there. Don't worry about it. You can put that back in. Best if you don't, but if you do, it doesn't matter. Okay, and again. And this one is going to be quite round. Hope everyone's okay in the situation we find ourselves. I'm sure we're all finding things to do, and I hope these videos do help a little bit. I'm certainly enjoying doing them. It's challenging me to come up with something different every week. So a little bit of white. We'll bring these old poppies alive a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't want too much, just a tad. Ooh. Don't worry if you do accidentally, as I've just done. Go in too much, go back into your black, and just dull him down again. There we are. Okay, sorted. Now, I need to go back, because which one was it? There it is. Because this one I hit with the black. Okay, there we are. Okay, now you can, if you want to add a little bit of brightness, go over with a lighter red. Now don't do much of this lighter red. I'm literally laying my brush down and finding where a few little highlights would be. I don't want lots, just want a little bit here and there. That one looks like that's going to be standing out proud, isn't it? So we'll give that a little bit of a highlight. Maybe this one here as well. I say just a tad, just to hint at a little bit of brightness, pick up here and there. Now I don't think that one will, but I think this one will. So what I'm basically doing is a brighter, slightly brighter red. I'm going to come over here and do a little bit on this one as well. Okay, on a serious note, did you know? Yes, I did. I don't know why, but when you do Facebook Live, this will confuse those that are doing watching this on YouTube, but when you do Facebook Live, I don't know why, but it flips the film. So yeah, the writing is backwards, but that's purely just because we're on Facebook Live. And I'm going to include that, expand that a little bit. Okay, now I can never remember again which way round it is. I've got red on here, so I'm going to add a little bit of green, and then I'm going to come up that way. That's the way round. Oh, wrong way. And then we'll come up here. And I think out there we'll have another little poppy bud. And perhaps if we come up there, we'll have another one. There we are. And there's a few little poppy buds. I will go back and do a few more leaves. This is a very, very quick one today, which is why I got the other one separate. Just so that we've... Okay, so that's that one. I'll come off there. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. They're quite, poppy leaves are quite lacy and intricate, so I'm not going to do them like, a little bit more green on that one. 1, 2, 3. And what you're doing is you're starting there and you're curving your leaf round, and then you do a stem. Alright? I don't think, I might actually do another one, just a smaller one coming off there. So, down, 2, 3, 2, and then, there we go, and there's another one there. And I think I'm going to leave it at that, because I think that is enough. So what I'm going to do now, very quickly, a little bit of the red, a little bit of the signature. Hi Paolo, how are you? I'm just going to put my signature on the bottom, which for me is just an RB, very, very simple. And so that's that painting. Now the next one I'm going to do, first of all, let me take this one down, which will involve me standing with my back towards you. Yes, I do need a socket set because that is a screw on there. Okay, there we go. So I'll lay that one over there out the way. And I will put my VE one down. That tucks behind. There we have it. And tighten it back up again. Okay. Could do with something a little bit bigger and easier for me to hold. Now, I'm going to use a much smaller brush now. That's gone too hard. Maybe let's do this one. What's this one? This is a number 12 flat. Okay. Andrew Chapman. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. All I've done, and I'll show you what to do, just get rid of the green that I thoughtfully put in the red. Stick that over that side. Now, I'll just leave my knife there for the moment. So this one, what I fancied doing, now I'm going to have to use the oils because I've not put anything else on the back of this. So the idea I had in my head was that a few little poppies just here and there, maybe some grass at the bottom, not a huge amount of poppies, just a couple. Now this is something that I printed out off the internet. I just googled the Victory in Europe Day 75 years ago, and I googled this image. This I've done freehand. I traced it on there, and all I've done is a little bit of black acrylic, painted him up black. I've missed a few spots, I'll go back over there, and then I've just done a red poppy because he's remembering. Okay, I'm sure we've all seen that little logo. So what I'm going to do here, I'm not sure if these are going to be too big actually. So the way to find out is to find a space on here. No, maybe. I haven't got a smaller one though, so we'll just have to do. So basically, one, and this is where they're not quite so easy to do because that's why you need the oil. So that's one. Two. Three. Okay, that's one poppy. I'm going to use the smaller brush up the top. Another poppy falling down. We'll do him that way. Two, three. I'm finding it slightly difficult on here because, there we go. So there's a poppy there. We'll do another poppy. One, two, there we go. Sorry if I'm going quiet guys, because I really am concentrating here. Now I know these are all going to look a bit strange until I get but they are tumbling. So we'll have one that is tumbling down that way. Okay. And we'll have a couple that have landed on the floor. Okay, and another one. I think I'll put one. Right, I think what I'm going to do is find a smaller brush somehow. Right, what are you? You may do. You may be all right. We'll see. Ooh, maybe not, because it's not coming to a point. Oh, it is coming to a point. Okay, we might get away with this. So, 1, 2. That's actually better than the other one. 3. Okay. We'll do a full poppy here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. The full poppy down there. Do a little one that's one. Again, it's falling. Not going to see much of that one. Have one that's up there. And we'll do another one round and about there, like that. Amy, hello there. I do love your sayings from your children, your conversations that you have with them. They are nothing short of amazing. They really are. You must have such fun in your house. And then I think what I'll do here is I'm going to do a larger poppy that is actually growing, because I do think I want to put a poppy at the bottom. Okay, so for my grass I'm going to need my small round. I'll go into my green. We'll cover his feet a little bit. Now I'm going to have to turn this upside down because it's so close to the bottom I can't get to it, so may have to leave that to do later. Oh, he's sounding a bit violent, isn't he? Okay, so we'll tap that in there. It's alright, I'm just checking to see if anybody else is joining in. I'll do that one. I think I'll scrub that in a little bit at the bottom. Oh, is that a bingo? What have I done? Heaven knows. Oh, the brush fell off the back. Okay, so that's one that's, and that one was going to be growing. So that's that there. Let's get back to the smaller of the flats that I was using, the half inch, number 12. Okay, I'm going to, I need to make sure it's comes to a point, and we'll have that one there. Okay, the one poppy, just one that's growing. Do a little bit of that. Come back to the white and have a little bit of white with the yellow. Okay, so we can do a little bit of variation in the grass. A little bit of daylight shining. Okay, just a little bit, just to make. Okay, and what else? Oh, the little black centres. My goodness, how can I forget those? Okay, do I need the little babies scruffy brush. No, I don't. I need my own little scruffy brush that I made. So I need a really small one. Okay, into the black. So we'll put a little bit of a black centre to these. Now you'll only just see a tad of that one, you won't see any of that one. Have a little bit of one over here. Tiny bit of one on there. A little bit there. Oh, we can see any. Yeah, that one's flying away. We're not going to see much there. A little bit there. That one we should see a circle. That's pretty straight on. And this one's upside down, so we're not seeing anything on that one. Okay, so that's those. If you wanted to, you could put a little bit of a leaf on it. To be honest, I'm not going to, except for that one at the top. Why? Because I think he looks a little bit like a UFO otherwise. So we'll add just a little bit of the stem and the hint of a leaf. There we go. Okay. Maybe add a little bit of him as well, just to show where he's going. Leave the oil though. Anything else that needs, I think maybe he could do with a little bit as well. There we are. Back up there with that one. There. And I think I'm going to say that that is that. Okay, I'm more than happy with that, so I'm going to take bright red once again. Now this one took a little bit of prep work, obviously, to draw him. And he will go in my window. Or if it's not raining, we'll go outside, because I don't think anybody on my road has actually organised a... Okay. I don't think anybody on my road is actually organising a party or anything, so I think there we go. And I'm quite happy with that. Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. 2 for 1. Let's say that was just one that I just fancied doing just for VE Day. The other one, which is here, so both of them, they will be available on my website, although that one's for my, like I say, my personal one. Everything's for sale. Or if you like the idea, I can quite happily do you another one. In the meantime, stay safe, enjoy the celebrations. I hope you're having a bit of a street party. I know there are some bakers in the village that are doing tea parties and scones, and they're delivering them to home. So if you're going to have a VE party, enjoy. If not, www.rbart.co.uk/store. Everything that I have is available. Lessons as well. I'm doing online lessons too. Visit it, have a little look. As long as it's not too huge, I can post it out to you. In the meantime, stay safe, keep busy, and I will see you same time, same place next week, Wednesday, 11 o'clock. Take care, have fun.